Alright, it is April 22nd. If you guys watched the last episode, Chris shot his first spring turkey just earlier today, and so we drove to a different spot. We're gonna see if we can get a second one down on the ground today. So we haven't heard any turkeys gobble since, so we're just kind of going in blind. Sun's high, it is hot, but let's hope the turkeys are even hotter. How about that? Is that a dog? I don't know what that is. 10 minutes into our hike. It's kind of windy. We were hiking up the road. We heard what sounded like a gobble just below us. So we just threw down the decoy, made a couple calls. We're just gonna sit here and we'll see how it goes. You got like 2 or 3 gobblers below us. So we're not just hearing things, those are actually turkeys. It's kind of windy, so I don't know if they have hens. If they do, then we'll just hope for the best. But they're down on a field, and we're on not a field, we're on a road, so I don't know if they're gonna be willing to leave that field, but you never know. Maybe he really wants the hen, just like how Chris's bird did. One thing too is it could just be so hot that they don't want to move. I don't know, we'll see. I didn't see it. Bird down, baby. Oh my goodness. Woo. That shot knocked my glasses over. He's done in the bushes, baby. He's done. I'm gonna hold this for a second. I didn't even see him come up. I was looking right here. Yeah. You were like right there, right there. I was like, what the heck? Where is he? Oh my goodness. You can just stay up there. I'll bring him up. Jelly head. Man, this guy's really dark colored. He basically came up this trail that he just flopped back down. So he basically came through like this. I thought he was gonna come to our left. I didn't even see him till Christopher said he was right there, but he came up something like this. Came right through here. Came up this big old steep part right here. And then all of a sudden, he's just right here. He's just standing right here. And Christopher's like, he's right there. I was like, wait, where? And then I kind of let him poke his head up because look at that. We weren't concealed at all. I wasn't planning to let the turkey chill around long. It was just enough to basically have him stick around long enough so that I could pull a shot off then. Bird down. Good call out, Chris. Good call out. See, I thought he was gonna come up this road right here, but he came up way a little bit further off. He saw the decoy, he looked up, and we were just chilling there. All right, here he is, folks. My first official turkey of the 2021 hunting season. This morning, Chris and I, we went out, we shot his bird, and he has a second tag, but he was like, you know what, let's go get you a bird. So he could have shot this bird and tagged out 2 in one day, but he was generous enough to be like, nah, you shoot the next one. So we came up to a spot. If you guys watched the first episode of the 2021 hunting season, this spot right here probably looks very familiar. This is the same exact spot that Jacob and I were at when we called in the first 2 toms and his gun didn't go off on. So here's a quick overlay. You can look at the terrain and habitat. The difference between Jacob's hunt and my hunt today is that my gun actually went off. That's literally the only difference. My gun went off, his didn't go off. My turkey dropped, his turkey ran away. This is one of the darkest colored birds I have ever shot, let alone seen, up here in Northeast Washington. Up here, Northeast Washington, you're primarily known for Merriam turkey, and Merriams usually have white tips on its tail feathers and down on these feathers right here. But as you guys can see right here, just super dark, super brown. It looks more like an Eastern turkey, you know? So this hunt right here was probably one of the fastest hunts ever. So Chris and I, we shot his bird. We packed up, we drove to a different spot. We parked the rig. We're only about 150 yards from the rig. Parked the rig. We hike up to literally like maybe 25 yards from where I am. It's kind of windy, so we heard a little faint gobble. I turned, I look at Chris, and Chris was like, yeah, I think that was a gobble. So I was like, okay, if that's the case, then we don't need to go any further. Like, why are we gonna leave turkeys to go find turkeys? It doesn't make any sense. So I just said, jokingly, I just said, watch, we're gonna do the same exact thing that Jacob and I did. And so we just sat in the middle of the road, put the decoy pretty much in the same exact spot, and this turkey came up literally just how one of the turkeys came up when Jacob's gun didn't go off. And so other than that, 25 yards with a 12 gauge Longbeard XR 3-inch shell, put him to sleep. So that's really all there is to it. If you guys watched the last episode, they just kicked my butt. Sometimes, like this hunt, they just make it super easy on you. But that's one of the things I want to talk about too, is a lot of people, when they hunt the early season, like right now, they get discouraged because they can't call in toms because they're always henned up, or they're just hung up, or they're just walking the other way. As the season progresses, more hens start tending their nests, and the hens become more solitary. They become nomadic. The hens literally just hang out by themselves, tending their nests. What that means is, like this guy, they don't have any hens. They're very desperate for hens. And so this guy was probably like 400 yards when we first heard him gobble. Super faint. Just called a couple times, just constantly and slowly amped up my aggressive calling, and walked right up to the road and put him to sleep. So right there, couldn't be more pumped. Let me show you guys what I got going on. This is just a paracord, and then I just tied 2 loops. That way you can cinch and uncinch. And so this is gonna go around one leg, and the other one's gonna go around the other leg, and then we're just gonna put it in between like this, and we're gonna weigh it. So 0 pounds. Now it's just weighing the bird. So right there it says 17.18 pounds. I'm not exactly sure what my bird last year weighed, but for some reason I feel like it's also 17.18 pounds. My memory could be playing with me, but 17-pound bird, about a pound less than Chris's, but bird down, no complaints there.